Alright, boys, back to space, China. Fun's over, move it or lose it. Not this, well, kind of this. Yeah, yeah. Like, I can get there from here. Hey, it's like, judging by the event preview, it mainly seems to involve the characters who actually have personality, so maybe we'll be alright. Maybe we will be pleasantly surprised. Look, it's Gwen! We like Gwen. She's neat. In fact, yeah, I like Gwen so much, you know what? Wait, one second. One second. I use Mono Quantum too much. The shortcut wheel is still busted on the PS5 version, for whatever reason. Here. Sampo, take 5. She's alright. I like her. She reminds me of you and Mia, who I also really like.
Yo, it's you!
Yo!
You're interested in the supernatural, right?
Always. How did you know?
Lucky for you, I just finished editing my stream. It's all the proof you need.
How big of a priority should getting artifacts be? Not a priority all until you hit Trailblaze level... or Equilibrium level, rather. One second, let me look it up. Damn it, fuck! Don't mind me! Sheila, does sound like a VTuber? It works. Shit, okay, I can't look it up right now, Phoenix, but like, whatever the second highest equilibrium level is, whatever the second highest one is, wait until you hit that, if you haven't already. Because once you hit that level, I believe that's when you're guaranteed at least, I believe that's when you're guaranteed 2 5-star artifacts. Or at least have a chance of getting 2 5-star relics, not artifacts. Completely different. Completely different. Wait until then. Because it costs the same amount of resin no matter what you do, so don't waste your resin at like lower ranks when you only have a slight chance of getting a 5-star one. Just wait and focus on traces. That cowboy set and the two like generic sets that you get from like the world bosses and everything, like those things are at least decent on pretty much every character for the most part. So just cope with those until you can farm the appropriate sets.
But before you watch it, I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes. I believe.
I knew it! Curious cats like us usually have a better sixth sense. It's easier for us to perceive the unseen. Enough chit-chat. Look, this is the weird stuff that happened yesterday when I was streaming in Fixtral Garden.
Oh, hey, Clarice, or Claire, or Java.
What's up, guys? Little Gwei here.
Whichever your preferred name is.
Most haunted place in the Luofu. Fixtral Garden.
Sorry, you're roasting.
Don't forget
Good to see you. Hope you've been alright.
follow and share, or else I'm gonna chicken out.
Oh my god.
There's been paranormal activity. You're such a scaredy cat. You said you'd protect me. I think I just saw something moving.
And a group of flames suddenly grew super big. And they were like, and Sushong was like, and then she fell over.
Oh my fucking
Mrs.
god.
Sean, can you get up? Aren't you getting cold?
And I guess Sushong's
Me and my
dead.
bestie got kicked out of the garden straight after. But did you
Oh.
see the key moment?
Oh, are you two besties? Excellent. Any which will do, not like your real anyway. That is, like, at least 80% sure that's not true. Oh my god. What is this world? My name is Junko Enoshima. Since 5 hours ago, I'm the owner of this academy. I'm slowly beginning to regret the purchase, though. In night, it's cold. During the day, boiling. Lack of sewage, zero ventilation does its job. Yes, that's right, it reeks. Okay, I lied. I didn't buy this pigsty. I won it from the headmaster. Junko! Have mercy, you banished me from my own school! Buddy, you lost it fair and square. Drunk doesn't count. I haven't drank anything. But me! I drank for both of us! See the ground go easy on me. Alright, he's dead. From the heat, my mind is starting to sucker from the heat. Maybe it's because of the booze. You said you're not drinking. Sis, I was only joking. Oh, Junko, you have no shame. What it is, half leader of a girl such as you. If the headmaster was alive, he'd show us how to get wasted. I don't get it. I don't get the reference, I'm sorry. Definitely some typos in there, Murloc. You thought this game was fantasy themed? What's with the streaming shit? It's sci-fi. No, yeah, Genshin's more fantasy. Genshin is more fantasy, this one is dead-ass sci-fi. We've been going to a bunch of different planets that just happen to be suspiciously similar to countries, just like Genshin.
It's called editing. I edited it. That way I can show what happened before and after. Anyway, the key moment was... It wasn't the Realm Keeping Commission or the Cloud Knights that came to deal with it. It was the judges from the Ten Lords Commission.
That's crazy! I have no idea what that is. Please... I'm just gonna say this one and hope that she doesn't explain it, because I don't want to know.
That's what I'm saying! At first, Sushang didn't believe that Fixtral Garden was haunted. But after the judges showed up... In other words, something big must have happened in Fixtral Garden for them to show up.
False alarm?
Possibly. But the judges kicked me and Sushang out of there straight away. It looked like they were setting something up in the garden before we left. There has to be a conspiracy. Oh, I mean, ghosts. Actually, do you have some free time? Do you want to explore Fixtral Garden together? Just the two of us? I guarantee you we're gonna reveal the truth this time.
Only one truth prevails. I'll giggle at the ghosties.
I knew it. This is what people like us live for. Let's go.
I'll do anything to actually be able to access a new area. In a minute. Not really. We got kind of a new area in the last patch in Bellabog. Am I in the right area for it? I am not. Get over there. These planets are a lot more interesting than Genshin's worlds. I mean, we've only seen two. I wouldn't count the Space Station as a planet. It's more like a prologue area.
You'd be a tool.
So in terms of like full-on nations or whatever, I say this game only has two thus far, and I'm sorry, I hate Space China. I make no secret of that at this point.
It's so dark in here. It feels like we're being watched.
Why is it always based on Imperial China? Because they think that Westerners are too stupid to not recognize it as China if they don't make it as stereotypical as possible. Did you make it quick?
Sure. I guess now is not really a good time for stories. Don't worry.
You didn't think I was playing these games my whole life?
Sentence.
Yeah, this game's the newer one. This is the newer one, Claire. Yeah.
But people started coming
this
here
one's only
to
been,
mourn
this game's been out for less than a
fighters
year.
At the Foxen Tomb, and rumors spread that the garden was haunted. I know it's easy to cast doubt, but the Ten Lords Commission actually showed up this time. Speaking of which, we have to avoid running into the judges. If we get kicked out, it'll all be for nothing.
Oh, this is your first time seeing it? Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
that's
GTubers are underrated.
Let's keep moving and watch your step.
Yeah, like it's like I can imagine certain people like deriding PNG tubers for being cheap or whatever, but like live 2D models are expensive. Live 2D models can be very expensive, if you don't know how to do it yourself, and I don't. I am perfectly content with like just having something that I like actually designed, even if it's kind of a budget setup. Not that I didn't like the model Kiwi made for me. I did like that thing a lot. Like, yeah, I just wanted to get something a little more unique eventually. It seemed like a pretty decent solution. Yeah, I had the 3D model. I switched to the, I think I officially switched to the PNG tuber at the start of the new year. I think it's only been a year.
Whoa! This place feels pure evil.
Pure.
Time to get some footage.
Or I could just murder them. So I'll start whacking!
Seize the moment.
That awkward moment when I just remembered that I don't know if my Gwenophone's fully equipped or not. I don't think she is. That'll be good
Say
test.
bye to breathing.
You chose the wrong enemy.
When
Stand
face reveal,
still.
probably never. Unless I miraculously lose 100 pounds or some
Receive
shit.
divinity.
And even then, probably
Seize
not.
the moment.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
May as well kill them all.
My self-esteem is so
Let's
low, it's
settle
located
this.
on the opposite side of the planet, people.
Relax.
It is dead in Miami. Also, yeah. What are you talking about? This is me. This is who I am, right here. Yep, you got it.
Nothing major.
I have made no secret of the fact that I am a reptilian.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Makes perfect sense.
Boom.
True facts.
I'll see you off.
Stand still.
Let's be.
Say bye to breathing.
Come feast your eyes. Happy New Year. 1,000 wonders.
At least it's not just me.
Good times.
I mean, I wish it
never
was
last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Lord knows I don't wish the
Seize
way
the
I wake up
moment.
feeling most days on anybody.
Relax.
You chose the wrong enemy. The dead return!
Turn out your pockets.
Yeah, has anybody ever seen this so-called self-esteem? I don't think I have. Gabe, you got it. I mean, does Genshin do that too? I don't even know. I don't even pay enough attention when I open chests in Genshin because the worlds are so much bigger. Like, does Genshin still do that? Fucking only give you 4-star artifacts from chests? That's awful. That's awful, and they should feel bad. Hey, Balin, how you doing?
Hey, it looks like there's someone up ahead. Let's go around.
Or I could murder them while the jury turns a blind eye. But fine. Oh yeah, I think those are new enemies. I think they might be. I accidentally spoiled myself because they showed up in Simulated Universe. I went ahead and did a couple of runs of that. Try to get the new planar set. Stop that! I want my party, not that. Sorry, Gwen, but these guys have different weakness. Need to get my trash husband in there.
Does that hurt? We're in trouble now.
We've got trouble! Imagine doing Simulated Universe. Do you not do it, Secret?
I'll see you off.
You get pretty
Stand
good
still.
rewards for it.
Bloom.
I owe you.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Damage. Copy.
Unless
More
it's
business,
baby
eh?
mode for the battle pass. Oh my god.
Unscathed.
You can do the higher
are you waiting
difficulties.
for?
I believe in you.
To betray
It's
my
not
customers?
It's not that bad.
I charge extra.
It's a Bimbleborb. Everybody loves Bimbleborps. Your self-esteem is boosted by being a friend to others.
settle
Same,
this.
honestly.
Relax.
Component damage.
Time to say bye.
Damage.
Boom.
I think the game
We're
might
just
be a little
having
too
fun.
loud. I just realized they're going up into the yellow whenever they do their ultimates. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. That's kind of why I do stuff like this. And try to make people laugh.
Suppress.
It's the closest I come to feeling good about myself.
Wonders. Minus one.
Component damage.
Not bad.
Oh,
May
you
as well
bitch.
kill 'em all.
Mission failed.
The bottom seems slightly off. It's because I got rid of the band. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm
Like
gonna
what you
keep the
see?
band MIA or not. But like, I don't know.
Me too.
It was kind of bothering me how there's a black background behind them with the way that I have the overlay nowadays. But I also kind of miss being able to put gifts down there for goals. You've been looking into the disability benefits stuff to see if you even qualify. I believe all it takes is having a proper diagnosis for like ADHD or autism or any of that. And maybe not ADHD, probably not that one. But I think it might also like partially depend on like how high functioning you are. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about that stuff. So I should probably shut my mouth.
Bloom.
Better late than never.
That boom always seemed slightly off for some reason. I don't know how I read bottom.
The dead return!
You went out to eat with your family and actually thought you looked good for the first time? Aw, that's awesome.
Can we talk?
That's awesome, Clarice, that
Stand
is.
still.
As in
Time to
good
say
as a
bye.
girl? Yeah, I figured, but I don't want to pry. That's rad. Yeah, caucus, yeah, I figured.
Whoa, I didn't know you were so strong, bro. But
Bro?
these are walkthrough officials. If we're interrogated, we need to get our
Bro?
story straight.
She calls me bro. I love it. I'm not even sure if that's a laziness thing because they didn't want to like make a distinct term for the gendered trailblazers or whatever. But I don't care.
Welcome, customers.
I would like I personally am in favor of normalizing using bro to refer to girls.
Relax.
Much like boy, but only when it's spelled B-O-I.
Stand still.
You enjoyed this pack, Rational? Cool.
Nothing major.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Minus one.
Time to say
Using
bye.
the sci-fi setting to its fullest by making everyone zoomers, pretty much. Oh, Balin, sorry to hear that. New boss. Probably materials for, Ho-Oh or, the other guy. Argenti. He's a very weird character to me, and I don't quite know what to make of him. Because, like, he ain't from Space China, obviously. I don't think he's from Belobog, but there's no other new country this patch as far as I know. So I don't know how the hell he's gonna tie into things.
Halt! What's up, guys? Hear me out.
Hey, guys, what's the hippity
State your
hap?
name and your business. Arrest them immediately. Suspicious individuals in a restricted
Oops.
area are detained first and
Rude.
interrogated later. No exceptions.
Cyber Sleuth gave up on making
When were
Digimon not
you
look
in charge
human.
of fixing
I don't still have this labeled as Digimon, right? There's no way. There's no way I fucked that up, right?
Talk.
Also, yeah, Christina V.
Relax.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Makes sense. She's a bunch of characters in Genshin.
Time to say bye.
She got them contacts.
Boom. Didn't hurt.
Suppress.
Stand still.
Subdue. Surrender.
my customers. I charge extra.
So like that one picture you just can't recreate with how annoying the shaving is. God.
The dead return!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Clear these guys are quickly. I do not deal with the higher up. The less red tape that is involved in this quest, the better.
At ease, Wraith Warden. These two are not your enemies.
Oh hey, it's the new 4-star lady.
Understood, Your Honor.
Who I don't believe is coming out until the second half of the patch.
Look how pale she is. And it seems like her eyes aren't even focusing. Is she a ghost?
Also the doll lady, who we met for like 2 whole seconds during the regular quest, the main quest in China.
As a member of the Ten Lords Commission, you may as well consider me a member of the dead. I am a judge, alias Hanya, responsible for the 4 duties of detention, incarceration, interrogation, and punishment. Therefore, I know a thing or two about you.
I still don't know what the Ten Lords Commission is. Am I gonna actually have to know because they keep talking about it? I don't want to know.
An outworlder unemployed. You entered Fixtral Garden with Sushang, a Cloud Knight, the day before yesterday.
Unemployed? Oh, she's one of those people. She's one of those people who is like, oh, you being a YouTuber is not a real career. Oh. Oh, I immediately don't like you.
Unemployed?
Thank you.
I'm a street performer and a streamer who reports on current events. A streamer. It's a legit operation. As for this one here...
Boomer.
I activate my Pot of Greed magic card. That lets me draw 5 cards.
The 10 lords are the lords between the 9 lords and the 11 lords. Okay, thank you for the clarification, Jux. Good to know. Have you heard of the Galactic Baseballer?
You are a passenger on the Astral Express and a guest of the seat of Divine Foresight. You assisted the Cloud Knights in resolving the Ambrosial Arbor calamity and are a friend of the Alliance.
She's the Nameless? From the train?
Tell me, Gwenaifun, why did you return here? No reason. I haven't posted anything for ages, so I wanted to film some ghosts for my videos.
That timing was perfect.
We have already told you there are no ghosts on the Xianzhou. It is a ridiculous superstition. As a resident of the Xianzhou, you should refrain from believing or spreading rumors.
Ghosts being here would actually make this place interesting, and we can have no such thing here.
But I saw them! They had ghostly flames coming out of their body, and they were cackling. And Sushang saw them too!
Yeah, they killed her.
Miss Gwenaifun, it's hard to explain, but those things aren't ghosts. Please don't bring legends from your homeworld onto the Xianzhou. The roaming entities you saw are extremely dangerous energy parasites. We call them heliobi.
Have I tried adding ghosts to my streams? No, I have not. That's brilliant.
Really?
1 second.
I don't believe it. Heliobi? What's that? Oh, I get it. Heliobi is just another word for ghost on the Xianzhou, right? That's gotta be it.
Perfect.
Maybe we should.
And now
let
I watch the
Mr.
view
Tail
count
out for a
skyrocket.
bit. Mr. Tail.
I heard you. Unbelievable. What am I, her pet?
Mr. Tail?
I'm a heliobus. We're not ghosts. Got it? Now scram!
Awkward timing.
What a strange girl. Here to film ghosts, yet terrified when she lays eyes on one.
It's called thrill chasing, lady.
Deep breaths, little Gray. Deep breaths. Can I have a small chat with this Mr.
Oh, you're fine, Clarice. Granted, I think that's probably more at Balin.
I
But yeah,
said
no,
scrap.
that's very
I have
true.
no time to talk nonsense with you.
Is that first and foremost, you're happy with how you feel? Or how you look? What a rude ghost.
I told you, I'm not a ghost. If I have to repeat myself again, I'll be eating every one of you.
Try me, bitch!
Please don't be afraid. He's only kidding. Mr. Tail is a vegetarian.
Your Honor, if I may ask, what exactly is this fire thing? How can we prevent it from hurting people? And why is a judge carrying one around with her?
I can't get that. I can't get that, you know, making a career as something as simple as talking to people on a screen several times a week. Well, the money's still green, is it not? Meaning? You know what? Forget it.
I believe we're done here. We have
there was a typo
important
in the
matters
first
to
part.
attend to. Hua,
That's fine.
please see them off.
Yes, ma'am.
How do they say her name?
Sister, don't be angry.
I believe we're done here. We have important matters to attend to. Hua, please see them off.
What?
Most of your time is spent in the field.
Okay.
You're not accustomed to dealing
That's
with
weird.
others.
That's
Leave
gonna
this
take
to
some getting
me.
used to.
If I explain the reasoning, they will leave.
You have to say her name the same way you say Fuhua.
As things stand, the situation in Fixstrol Garden is sure to keep drawing attention. If we forcibly dismiss these two today,
And
their
I've got no time to
curiosity
deal with
will
no
remain.
rude green wisps.
Who knows what might happen if they decide to come back. They might not be lucky enough to run into us next time. As
Very
I
rude.
said, sister, I will handle this. I assume the two of you heard about the damage done to the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace? The Heliobi sealed within escaped, and have been haunting this place. The Ten Lords
More
Commission
teal
has
than
orders
green.
to capture
I
them.
mean, according to Toei
I am
Animation
strongly
Studios,
advising you to leave
they're the same
for
thing.
your own safety. If you have any questions, raise them now. I will do my best to satisfy your curiosity. But I hope you will keep any information you hear in strict confidence.
Yep, according
then
to
leave
Toei
Fixstrol
Studios, this
Never
and this,
to return.
the same color.
That's very reasonable.
Totally
Your
the same
Honor.
color.
Thank you. I promise we'll leave after asking our questions.
I was gonna say, yeah,
As a
Balin.
clerk
Remember
at
that
the Hall of Karma,
even actual women
my
have the
knowledge on these
get the
matters
peach
is
fuzz.
somewhat limited,
Not a whole
but
lot
I
you
will
can do
try
about
my
that.
best to satisfy your curiosity. Please proceed.
Speaking from experience here, it sucks. What's all the hubbubaloo?
According to the Divination Commission's classification, they are energy parasites from the cosmos itself. They are starfire essence that materialize in the form of strange fire. Metaphorically speaking, they are like moths to a flame, but that flame is the thoughts of sentient beings.
And this one just lives in the small child's tail. That's creepy.
Yes. They attach themselves to sentient beings, feeding off their host's experiences and emotions.
Small child,
heliobus
what has
will
your life been
slowly
like
take
for this
root in its
one to
host's
act like
nervous
that and
system,
sound like that?
using their deepest desires and weaknesses to create wild delusions. They manipulate their host like a chess piece. The host has no choice but to obey the heliobus, so we refer to it as possession. By that point, the host is no
Actual women,
longer
is that
who
how
they
I
once
phrased
were,
it? My apologies.
but a heliobus both similar to and completely different from their
Remember,
past self.
I'm a boomer.
The host's body will soon be exhausted. by the
Remember,
heliobus.
chat. I'm a boomer who,
like
for the
burnt
longest time, didn't even
firewood.
understand what cisgender meant.
Dangerous? Oh, you don't know the half of it. The other
I
Heliobi
promise
are nothing
you, I'm
compared
not a
to me.
fascist. I'm just old and bad at talking.
Tail was subdued and sealed in my tail by Madame Hanya. He won't harm others.
Regrettably, Heliobi are not flesh and blood, and so they are difficult to destroy.
Yeah, even now knowing what
Before
cisgender
the
means, that's just a
restoration of the
word that, like,
creation
never
furnace,
properly integrated
the
itself
Ten
into
Lords
my
Commission
vocabulary.
plans to set up an evil binding matrix in this abandoned garden to
Refers to
imprison
the gender
these
of my sister.
abominations. As you can see, the evil binding matrix has not yet been completed, and not all the escaped heliobi have been recovered. This area is still very dangerous. I will ask Judge Huohua to escort you out of the garden.
Not all the escaped heliobi have been recovered. So that means the other supernatural stuff that's been happening on the Lawfu might be related? Your Honor, I have loads of info sources. Maybe I can help you.
Unnecessary. Those not involved should leave now. Go.
Excuse me. Oh, we should go.
Zit's gender refers to the gender of your acne. Ew. Oh, even pimples have that now? I gotta learn more stuff. God damn it. Ah! Stop making me know things.
Fixtral Garden is
Night,
full
night,
of
Murloc. Have a good
abnormalities.
one.
Even the Ten Lords Commission cannot guarantee your safety. I suggest you leave immediately.
Yeah, well, your design is derivative of every other female character from this region, so take that.
Ghosts? Heliobi? Possession?
Why
That
do
was
you
a
people
big
have to
info
be so
dump. My brain
stubborn?
is still loading. Oh, it all sounds more like
Loading.
an urban myth than a
Because
ghost
she's a
story.
streamer.
Energy parasite sounds more cool.
This
than
gender
scary,
is referring
don't
to
you
the
think?
gender of your German. Tis gender is referring to the gender of Shakespeare.
Yeah, I guess so. I still feel like my
We have to
audience
stop.
will see them as ghosts, to be honest. Ugh, I've got loads more questions, but my curiosity is satisfied for now. We better leave before the judges decide to arrest us. I'm gonna see if I can get a video of Mr. Tail on the way back. I've already got the title. Demonic fire suddenly appears in Fixtral Garden. Innocent Foxy and girl
Imagine
possessed.
using that insult in real
What do
life.
you think? That gets so many views. Can you give me
Yo,
a
you're
hand?
a fucking asshole, man. Yeah? Well, you're a derivative. Yeah! Get fucked!
Yes, right?
Typical liberals just making up genders. Excuse me. I identify as a pumbluff.
Excuse me. Can we go now?
That's a Minamimoto insult. It probably is. That might be why I said it subconsciously. Is Tail coming too? I mean, I assume he has to. He's like anchored to her or whatever, right?
Yes. He's trapped in my tail, so...
I'm a gendervore.
For now.
You know, my gender's like a
Sooner or
yummy
later I'll
dessert.
find a way to make you break the seal.
You think I like spending time with you? Shall we go? Let's go.
Imagine having to live
Let's go
every
this
day
way.
of your life
It's
with a
quicker.
talking tail that's voiced by the water
Miss
fucker from
Huohua,
Neo Ends with
Can we
Neo
have
Tweewee.
Mr. Tail come out for a photo?
That sounds like hell.
Miss Quainithin, I'm on official duty right now. It's so quiet. It's getting scarier and scarier. Please stay close to me.
I'm trying, but you're very, very slow. Nyeh.
Did you hear that?
There we go.
What was that sound?
Have I seen water lately? Cause dang. Oh yeah! No, thank you, Jux. I don't know why you said that, but thank you for saying that because that's right. I need to start chilling.
What's happening?
So you may have noticed that at the bottom of the screen we have a new fundraising goal for the P5 Loki statue that comes out in January. It's probably gonna get delayed because they usually do at least a little bit, but But yeah, that's my next big thing. I would like to get him and finally complete my cake collection. And I'm not actually like, why am I talking about this? Good God, I need to talk about that. I need to talk about the fact that that goal is now there because we just fulfilled our last goal, our goal of watching through all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, you know, that's a thing that's going to be happening soon. I was originally going to ask people like if what their thoughts on what day were, on what day we should do it, because you know, like so as many people could show up as possible. But upon thinking about it, I think I'm just gonna make it Sunday, just because that's kind of a, you know, an off day for not everyone, but like a good chunk of people. I feel like most people are at least usually free Sunday. And also, if we're gonna keep doing the Final Fantasy VIII with Ian on like probably mainly Tuesdays, then I'd like to keep that day open up. And I want to do it back to back with regular group watch day. So, the Lord's Day, that's appropriate, right? Last Airbender has like Jesus symbolism and shit, right? Right? Yeah. For the record, again, I have not seen this show. If anybody wants to, if anybody wants to see a blind person watch through that show, then me, I've seen one episode, and it was well over a decade ago at this point. Anyway, don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I just can't stop my legs shaking. Wait a minute.
But yeah, I think we'll start that.
Go?
Let me look at my calendar. Yeah.
Did we lose her?
Well, I was gonna look at my calendar, but I have to actually play the game.
We need to find Miss Gweenifen first.
I was going around the other way. I thought it looped. Whatever, lady.
Gweenifen, where are you?
Oh my God, I can talk.
Hua, stay close.
Like out loud and not in my head.
Hua Hua?
Holy shit.
Where did she go? Is this a mirror? It looks a little creepy.
Uh-oh. Huh? Oh no, budget.
Hi.
Well. Something Persona 4.
Is this Fixtrol Garden? But it looks different somehow.
Is everything backwards?
Keep moving.
Is the map going to be mirrored now, like fucking Kamen Rider Ryuki? I swear to God. All right. Anyway, I was trying to look at my calendar, but I realized I could just say it. I think if we're gonna go with Sunday, I think we'll give it 2 weeks. I think we'll start like I don't think we want to. I don't know. How many people got like Thanksgiving plans? How many people are like going out of town for like the whole weekend or whatever? I'm trying to figure out if we should start, if it'd be wise to start it on Thanksgiving weekend or not.
Wasn't I just here a moment ago? I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle.
Something man and mirror.
Wasn't I just here a moment ago?
Oh no.
I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle.
Your cousin's joining? Depends on how thankful people are for Avatar. Probably pretty thankful based on the way people talk about it. I'm gonna go with the one different one. There we go.
You've noticed it, no? All roads are but puzzles in this place. Come, lost one. Do you desire to leave? Then come and find me.
Satan?
You have a strange scent on you. You must be. I have heard the whispers of the leaves that fall in Fixtral Garden. The flames weep and profess to me that a powerful
evil
mortal
twin.
approaches.
I don't know if that's the same voice actor as us or
carry
not.
the scent of a great battle.
She's got some good differentiation if it
with
is.
none other than Fentilia.
Oh.
You are the one who drove Fentilia away.
I did do that, yes.
What power! Your presence alone is delicious enough to make one tremble.
I need an adult.
Let me taste you, please. One bite, just one bite. I can't wait to savor you.
I need an adult!
These are no ordinary Ingenia.
Of course not. They are mere pawns dancing to my whim.
Let's go.
Crush them. Smash them to pieces. What a peppery fighting spirit! Such an addictive flavor!
We get it, you like food.
Stop it! Let me see. The one who defeated Fentilia. I wonder what they taste like.
And I'm dead.
You fought well. You were fighting for your survival, after all. I'll take that as my invitation to inhabit you for a while.
I said no! Stranger danger!
Resisting, are we? Impressive willpower. How painful. How delectable. You're different from anyone else I've ever possessed. But what is this at your core? A sun? It burns.
Oh yeah, I have a nuclear accelerator in my
Worry
chest.
not. I have no interest in making you my home. I'll be gone before you know it. Let's get along while it lasts, shall we? You can call me Cirrus. I only want to leave this place. I have no desire to harm you. Allow me to explain what's happening. The Xianzhou natives call it a ghost lock. You're walking in a circle.
Not a ghost
and no
trick?
amount of
Aw,
walking will get you
boo!
out of it.
0 out of 10.
So, I'm going to help you break free of the circle that Furinox created. And you're going to help me evade the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. It's a win-win.
Are you serious?
How does that
Are you
sound?
serious right now?
You must have figured out that I'm not the master of this place. It was created by another Heliobus named Furinox.
It's not, it's like Fort Knox, but a furry.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one who can help you escape from here. You mean the talismans left behind by little lost fox judge? Those won't help you. Now that I'm possessing you, I can make you see things that you couldn't see before. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. As a courtesy, I shall leave you intact, for the time being. As soon as I get what I want, I'll be gone. Now, go and look at those talismans again. The paper dolls. You'll know where to go.
I feel like you're overestimating my ability to
Go.
puzzle.
Find all those clues your judge friend left behind.
Especially with
Find
no
the
map.
talismans. You can trust me. I want to leave this place too. We are useful to each other. In any case, it
You
doesn't
were
matter if
threatening
you
to
don't
eat
trust
me!
It's not like you can be rid of me. Hey, use your eyes. I made the talismans float. Pay attention.
What team for
There are so
Splatfest am
many
I
paper
on?
dolls
Oh,
over
I
there.
have no idea.
Surely your judge friend left some clues for you. Won't you take a look?
That's a really, 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 like, lame Splatfest. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if I'm even gonna participate.
Do you understand? This story of the supernatural is in the illusory maze for a reason. It contains the clue to help us get out of here. Come back and read it again if you need to.
I won't do that.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors.
Ah. No, I didn't need to do that again.
The door will not open.
Eh. Oh, is this gonna make me actually read and, like, figure out a riddle and shit? I don't want to do that.
The door will not open without the proper...
Leave the cerulean vases alone. Break all the vermilion ones. Not interested in puzzles? I don't mind reading instructions to figure out a puzzle. I mind reading everything before that. like if any of this is story, if any of this lore is gonna be important to the overall quest, that's great. Hopefully they voiced it in a cutscene later.
The courtesies have been performed.
I did hear about Wile E. Coyote, yeah.
Oh, honored guests.
It seems like we're ready. Now we just have to get out.
Let me out. Let me out! Not that way. Oh, it is this way.
See? I told you I'd help you. The way out is straight ahead. Just keep going.
Well, when you put it like that, I just shit my pants.
Stop. Do you remember our deal? You need to help me evade capture.
Well, there's a judge up ahead. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
That judge? I can taste her fear from miles away. That coward has no right calling herself a judge.
I mean, she's like 12. I don't know why she is one in the first place.
But that thing attached to her is the tricky part. That's something I don't wish to face. Forget about the judge. Just get us both out of here.
I am totally not harboring a ghost prisoner inside of me right now, ma'am.
It's you.
You ever heard of a scared 12-year-old crazy talk? I know.
I'm so happy. I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever. I'm so happy to see you. Have you seen Miss Gwaynifin? I still haven't found her. Is she gonna be okay?
Let's find her then.
Give it up. Gwaynifin was probably eaten by the Heliobi already.
That's not what I said.
Huh? How can that be? If that could happen to someone as lively as Miss Gwaynifin, that means I'm in even more danger.
Oh, she's possessing me, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Did they fuck up the dialogue options? Okay.
Did you know that the larynx is the easiest muscle to control in the human body?
Bruh.
You can find the way out, right? Please take me with you.
Oh, not this again. You're a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Why are you always begging others for help?
I'm not cut out to be a judge. I thought maybe if I worked long enough in the 10 Lords Commission, I'd get braver. But now, I know it's impossible.
Useless brat. Why was I sealed in with someone like you?
I mean, can't you just leave? The one inside of me seems like she seems to think she can just leave.
All day long, then let both of us get stuck in a trap.
Exposition hell? Nah, it's fine. It's an actual story thus far. Why does he feel like you've heard that voice before? Literally, the only other thing I know that he's been in is the waterfucker, the lead waterfucker from Neo Twiwi. I have not heard him in anything else. I couldn't even tell you his name. I just remember people freaking out about that when it first got announced. I'll get you out of here.
There's no point in following me. I'm leaving, and you're not coming with me. Goodbye.
Oh, the processing effect specifically. Oh, I don't know.
Please.
It could be anything. I didn't say that!
But you did. And can you swear that you don't want to leave her behind? Not even a little.
No, not particularly. Just because I don't want to roll for her, don't mean I want to abandon her to death.
Needs to overhaul their hiring criteria. How did someone as useless as you ever become a judge?
Bruh.
Hey, cut it out! I'm the only one around here who gets to tell this kid off. Me and those other judges. Got that? Wait. Hold on. I smell something familiar.
Smells like teenagers.
Cirrus, it's you. Still a fan of your pathetic ventriloquist act, I see.
No one bullies her but me. Done with the Creator Quest better. I was gonna compare it to that.
Too funny.
I was like, and just like that, we're no better than Paimon.
Furnace's destiny of torture. Who would have thought that a piece of Ignomar the Great, the fragment with the most fight in it, would become a guard dog sealed inside a crybaby?
His name is Mr. Tail!
Forgive me. Did I say guard dog? No. That won't do. You're just a guard dog's tail, right? Just a tail. A tail. A tail!
Laugh
She
like
thinks
you
she's
can,
really clever for
coward.
that, doesn't she?
I'm gonna swallow you whole the second you leave that girl's body.
Terrifying! The joke's on you. You couldn't leave that judge's body if you tried. You can't eat her, let alone escape from her. Mr. Tail, you're pathetic.
Darn it. Think of something, you wimp.
Oh, Miss Trailblazer, take this talisman and stick it to your body. It'll temporarily suppress the Heliobus's influence.
I appreciate her still crying while trying to give actual advice.
Hey, girl, say something nice to Huahua. Her crying is like a mosquito in my ear.
Okay.
Oh, what a feast! Human emotions are simply delicious. Your sorrowful tears are like bottles of potent wine.
Don't ever talk like that to a small child again.
I'm simply enjoying my freedom. Didn't you use the talisman already? I'm tame as a kitten. Now, don't forget about our deal. I will leave only once I've got what I wanted. Of course. Surely you don't think I've left you just because you can see me. So naive.
That's your daughter. Understandable.
Cirrus talks nothing but nonsense. But even so, Huahua has a sensitive heart. You, go say something nice to the girl.
Why don't you say something nice?
Keep dreaming. I have nothing nice to say to anyone.
Soon.
Roam free. Is that what you call this? This is as far as I can get from her. You think I'd be here playing house with you numbskulls if I could fly away?
Hey there, little fella. You wanna get some McDonald's? Oh. You okay, buddy?
It's not your fault. It was that bad heliobus making us fight. Someone as nice as you wouldn't say such mean things. Only a possession would make you act like that. Still, what the heliobus said was true. I've always been shy and scared. My life's been a nightmare ever since Tail possessed me. When I was at school, people were always asking why my tail was on fire. Everywhere I went, people would notice.
Oh, so it's all my fault. If you just let me devour you at the start, I could have spared you the trouble.
Why didn't you let me eat you, small child? Bruh.
Then I got into the Ten Lords Commission. Everyone there is weird, so I thought I'd found somewhere I belonged. The job is too dangerous.
Everybody there is a freak. I thought it would cancel me out.
Every day. I'm just not cut out for it. If I make it back alive, I'm handing in my resignation. Who thought making a heliophobe with a heliobus in her tail hunt heliobi was a good idea? I'm sorry. I've been so useless.
Oh. I'ma buy you a juice box. Also, you're the one who helped me get out of there.
I'm glad it helped.
You hear that? Stop crying. You're useful. And your paper dolls are useful too. Oh, I've had enough of this. As soon as I swallow that coward Cirrus, I'm gonna devour this little crybaby too.
What a pity that Mr. Tail is nothing like he used to be. If
Why
we
Google
still
Chrome's
had our
window
own
is still open.
power, we could
Ignore
forget
that.
about this maze and devour its creator, Furynox.
Your old power?
Well, Mr. Tail, seems she knows nothing about your past. Little Missy, do you know why the Heliobi are gathered in this abandoned garden instead of seizing human habitations?
Team building?
Because over 1,000 years ago, this very garden was the site of an epic battle between the general of the Lafu and the great Heliobus Ignamar.
I was gonna say that's the
Now that
lightning
the
lord.
furnace is broken and the Heliobi have escaped,
That's
fragments
Jing Yuan's
like us,
stand.
who once constituted Ignamar the Whole, have returned here with a desire to challenge the general again.
Oh, sure, that's pretty cool. Might use that as a thumbnail or something.
The battle between the general and Ignamar was an earth-shaking contest of devastating proportions. Ignamar underwent countless transformations, causing floods, fires, and thunderous landslides.
And now
They
he's
were
stuck in a
locked
little girl's
standoff.
tail.
An evenly
Not creepy at all.
matched fight.
Evenly matched? Really?
You're not gonna help contribute to the Jing Yuan mid memes, lady.
The general who fought for the Lafu against the Heliobus was named Tang Xiao.
You saw fan art of
Ten Lords
Risley and Star
Commission
Platinum on
records say
Pinterest.
that
Nice.
Ignamar was soundly defeated by General Tang Xiao.
Apparently, they have the same Japanese voice actor.
Of course the human records would flatter their general. The great Ignamar absorbed
It's cool,
the
don't get me
power
wrong.
of countless fellow Heliobi,
I just don't
but
Japanese.
ultimately underestimated human deceit. They were narrowly defeated by the general. We Heliobi could never condense into physical form after that battle, We scattered into fragments and were sealed into the creation furnace. But there's an exception to everything. Mr. Tail, I thought you'd escaped to freedom. Who could have guessed you'd be sealed in this tiny Foxian girl? Humiliating.
Sealed my foot? My power was weak when I ran into this fox child. It was bad luck, nothing more.
When I was littler, I saw a ball of fire that looked like it was about to turn to embers.
Aww.
I felt sorry for it, so I picked it up and put it on my tail. And then, Mr. Tail tried to eat me! If the judges hadn't arrived, it would have been over!
Outstanding.
Bah, I did no such thing! You're barely big enough to be an appetizer!
All the pain I've suffered since I met you must be retribution for my stupidity back then!
Hilarious! It's a pity Mr. Tail didn't devour you. He might have recovered his power and turned the Xianzhou upside down, just like Ignomar did.
Why did it challenge him?
Why? Does there have to be a reason?
You know what? Fair point. This country does kind of suck.
The official answer is that the Xianzhou is sealing Heliobi in a cage and forcing them to supply energy
Couldn't
to
just
the ship.
Exercise him? I guess not.
In reality, however, we just want to fight the general and see what the Xianzhou is truly made of. We Heliobi were carefree life forms, but were tainted with the illness of humanity once we came into contact with it. It's humanity's fault for having such intense emotions and desires.
Suck is a
Now
polite
we can
term.
never
I feel like
return
being
to the
polite
purity of
today.
our past. I want to be free again. I want to return to the cosmos. Mr. Tail, you don't want to regroup with the fragments? You don't want to be her tail forever? Why don't you return with me to the great beyond?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Cirrus.
That's impossible. Mr. Tail was sealed by the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. He can't escape, and neither can you. Ah! That door just opened on its own!
Well,
Less
you...
screaming, more thinking. This is an opportunity, is it not? Let's go in and check it out.
There's a book of ghost stories here, just like before. Could it have anything to do with this puzzle?
Probably. Break all the cerulean ones, leave Vermilion intact.
I feel much safer with you here. Still feel like I'm gonna faint, though. May the Arbiter protect us!
Shit, now I'm forgetting. Was it the opposite now? What is it now? Is it really the exact same? Okay, no, it's the opposite. Break all the ceruleans. Picked a very obnoxious filter to put over this area for this kind of puzzle. Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes until you get right up on them. Ooh. Various chests, select the least expensive one. Fuck, man, I don't know. Going to assume the one with no markings. Basic. Surely it'd be basic. Yeah, I have no idea why why sealing him inside her tail was the only solution.
The courtesies have been performed.
Later, Balin. Have a good one.
Honored guests.
My eye's twitching, and I have no idea why. Stop that. I'm not upset at the game right now.
There's a mirror behind the door.
You have no reason to twitch.
Didn't I see a similar mirror when I was dragged in?
That sound. Hua, this way.
What's going on? There's a voice in the mirror? That voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, like, I didn't... I don't think I even realized consciously that the chests have rarities in this one. Again, because all of them just give you 4-star artifacts and some other miscellaneous stuff.
Hua, are you in the mirror? I finally found you. Fixtral Garden has been enveloped by an unknown power. You must be careful.
Madam Straight?
Hua, are you in the mirror? I finally found you.
Keep forgetting I have auto advance on. I have auto advance on, but like sometimes the it doesn't advance as quick as I feel like it should. So I get trigger happy.
Come, pass through the mirror and come to our side.
They're not physical beings and can't be killed, so I guess healing is the only option. I mean, is an exorcism necessarily the same thing as killing? I don't think it is.
Are we above Fixtral Garden?
So many bronze mirrors. Could it be that...
That motherfucker right there is not real!
You're right, girl. This place is
or
changing.
Is real. I get
It's
that.
trying to stop us from
I just like saying that.
But one of these mirrors must contain the exit, right? Let's check them all.
Say the thing, Nova.
The situation in Fixtral Garden is getting worse. Why have you not left? Is something the matter in there?
Over here. That sounds like the real Madame Shui.
What? The real Madame Shui? Are there pretenders inside the illusion?
Are there? I don't know. this is either I got very lucky on my first try, or they're all gonna sound similar.
I see. Do not be afraid. Hua knows me well. She will be able to discern me from the counterfeits.
But what if I can't tell the difference?
You must trust yourself. Come.
Do it. No. I'm gonna guess no.
Hurry, Hua.
Wait, I want to ask a few questions to see if you're the real person.
Oh my god, this is awful! Oh, this is an awful way to do this. I know they've exposited a little bit of this, but like, fuck if I remember already. Aw, hey, sub, yeah, we're not in France, sadly. There ain't nothing to do in Genshin right now. We're stuck in space, China. What's their relationship?
We are both judges of the Ten Lords Commission. Evidently, we are colleagues.
The Heliobus that trapped us here wouldn't know that Madame Shui and Madame Hanya are twin sisters.
What? Oh, I thought it was asking about her and Woho, and I was like, what? Way to make it obvious. You're fake.
So, we're gonna...
Yeah, there is that one battle event, but it's nothing too interesting. There's no story behind it, yeah. I've been working on that event slowly but surely. Like I said, my new policy in Genshin is to just literally play the game for like 10 minutes at a time, which is probably how you're supposed to play in the first place. Because I'm just sick of exploring. I hate the new puzzles. I am having a hell of a time figuring out some of the new puzzle mechanics in that area.
Hurry, Hua. Pass through the mirror and come to me.
Yeah, like...
Wait, I want to ask a few questions to see if you're the real person.
Like, it at least seems like they're gonna be good about, like, her, like, Woho pointing out, like, any, inconsistencies in, like, what they say, but still. Like, to throw something like this at you when with two characters you don't know, like, at all. Like, come on, game. What are you doing?
Hanya is my younger sister, but this alone cannot prove who I am. Ask me something else. By decree of the Ten Lords, Spiritfarer Hua is skilled and diligent. capable and worthy of officialdom. She is hereby promoted to the position of judge. I still remember the decree for her promotion.
That's her! This has to be Madame Shrey behind the mirror. So, we're gonna...
Mirrors again! What a surprise!
Maybe that first one I did get right on my
Look
first
around
try.
us, Mr. Tail. I think we're at the edge of the illusion. Maybe these are the only mirrors
If we
left.
deliberately keep having to go through more and more. P4G is progressing. Your BF thinks Kanji is the fox now. This man baffles you. He managed to find out the murder after 3 interactions, and then he gives you one of the most dumbfounded theories God has written into his brain. That's great, though. That's awesome, though. Like, I have no idea how he came up with that either, but, like, again, it's always cool to see it, people actually, like, who like, actually have not been spoiled and using their heads and trying to piece shit together, even if some of it's wrong. That's awesome.
Come here, Huahua. Come through the mirror.
No.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first.
Her caution is a skill all judges of the Ten Lords Commission should possess.
Ha! That's a funny way of describing cowardice. Nauseating.
It's the most powerful fragment of Ignimar's demise. Who would have guessed it still contains so much power after so
Do I want to know
many
his
years?
logic? Sure. Why not?
Ha! You've given the game away.
So, where...
Hell no.
Hurry, Huahua.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first.
Battery low. I hate that goddamn voice. Y'all can't hear it, thankfully. The fucking, comes from my headphones when the battery's low. Just so neutral. Weird. I can figure out a cord that can actually reach all the way. There we go. Yeah. Alright.
She will be expelled after tonight's operation. She is not fit for her job at the Ten Lords Commission.
Bruh, come on. You're being too obvious.
Really? So I don't even need to write a resignation letter?
Stupid girl! This is obviously a trick.
So
I'm
we're
good.
gonna...
I don't even need to see the second one.
Come here, Huahua. Come through the mirror.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first.
As a judge responsible for capturing criminals, her cowardice is a dereliction of duty. I will reprimand her severely once you leave the illusion.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Madame Shrey. Right?
Stupid girl! This is obviously a fake!
I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, actually.
Her tail will be extracted and suppressed after the job is over.
You fraud.
Okay,
I'll
never mind.
deal with you once I get out.
Never mind.
So I'm not the best judge of things.
I was gonna
These
say, that was
mirrors.
the last one. These are all bogus.
Not a single one is the real thing.
That's why I thought that last one might still be it at first, because it's like, reprimand would be believable.
None of them show Madame Shrey as
She
I
probably
know
wouldn't
her
say
to
it
be.
like in that dickish of a way, but...
That puppet judge
And then again,
never
maybe she would. I don't
respected
know
me,
her that well.
But she also never let her guard down.
I've spent a long time working with Madame Shrey. She's always known that I'm scared and timid, but she never told me off.
The Ten Lords Commission never cared a wink about your frail constitution. You're the only one who makes a big deal about it. And as long as you don't drag me down, I don't really care how much of a coward you are either.
Harsh.
Tail?
Hey, hey, hey! Get away from me!
Don't touch me.
See? People say good things about you. What are you gonna do about it?
The illusion wants to keep us in, but it can't possibly keep expanding its borders forever. I think there's gotta be a fourth mirror somewhere. I think there's a mirror on that floating island, but it's a bit far away.
That floating island we conveniently didn't notice until now.
Oh, could I crawl my way there?
Nah, it's fine.
Quit stalling and get on with it!
The fox's first interaction was about him giving a magical leaf to an old man to heal his knee, because his grandson put in a request. He came to the conclusion that the grandson was the fox, because why not? Then he discovered Kanji, and Kanji helped his old mom in the textile shop. And since he's the only character who's been shown to help old people, he thought he just had a tough family bond he wanted to keep. Oh my god. Aww. You saw Kanji's shadow and it took him 45 minutes to recover. Oh my. Such a spectacle. Shadow Kanji's great. Well, Shadow Kanji's great, except for the fact that 90% of the fandom misinterprets Kanji's shadow, or the shadows in general. Just that Kanji's is,
all these years and you finally
we're not
started
gonna
to
get into
grow
it.
up a bit.
Don't need to get into it here.
Hurry, Huahua. This should be the last mirror.
I don't want to go back the way we came, but I need to ask some questions about myself to make sure.
Who is Tail and who is Huahua? Huahua is the small green fox girl who you can currently see from behind that we're talking to. And Tail is her talking demon-possessed flaming tail that has been inhabiting her body for God knows how long. What do you think of her personality?
Everyone is different. A judge is not a soldier, and they need more than just courage. It is the decree of the Ten Lords for Huahua to be elevated to a judge. There must be some meaning in it.
Just what do those old fogies see in this coward?
Yeah, that cute little floating firefox head that looks like a fucking spear from Shaman King.
This is the right mirror.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Are we back in Fixtral Garden?
You've returned safely. It seems the Ten Lords Commission is not down on our luck today.
Gwen's still missing. I'm scared.
I'm so happy to see you're all right.
Did you encounter anything strange on your way here?
Expecting the next update to grab the dude from Postal and play him, buddy. After seeing it yourself, you get where they come from. Like, the queen was acting shameless. But also, that was kind of the point. What are we talking about?
No wonder she's a judge. Very perceptive.
I understand. This isn't the time to deal with Cirrus.
I'm having a
Fixtral
stroke.
Garden has been dragged into a powerful illusion by an even mightier heliobus.
Queer bit. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah,
Huahua,
okay.
If both Hanya and I are unable to suppress that demon,
okay.
then you will have to defeat it.
I was like, wait, what?
I won't be able to do it. I'm not as powerful as you two.
But I had a
Run
stroke.
and hide before a battle.
Do not underestimate yourself. A heliobus cannot possess a body that is already possessed by another
Yeah, it was
heliobus.
definitely arguably queer baiting.
Such is your absolute advantage as a judge.
Absolutely. But again, just in general, I think people are kind of dumb for, like, taking the shadows as face value as they do. He despises Yukiko. Wow, poor Yukiko. She's probably the weakest of the cast, but, like, that doesn't mean she's bad. It just means that everybody else is that good. I'm possessed too. What do I get?
Correct. However, Huahua has had many more years of training and is more experienced in fighting Heliobi than you. That is why the Ten Lords Commission is not down on our luck today. We're lucky that you have all returned at this opportune time.
You hear that, scaredy cat? You're the ace of the Ten Lords Commission.
Really, that's what he'll think of Rise. That's a good question. I look forward to finding out.
The Heliobi are aggressive beings.
I like
They
Rise,
cannot shake
personally.
their desire for a flesh and blood
She can
body.
be a bit much, but she's
And yet,
She's a
In
good
the
girl.
38 years you have worked for the Ten Lords, you have been constantly
Wow,
able
thanks for
to suppress
downplaying
the
my
monster
talents.
within your tail and maintain your personality.
Not like I have a baseball
You
bat
are
to bash your head in or
already a
anything.
fitting judge. Be confident.
Let's
that
positive thinking.
None of the other judges can surpass you.
She's a plain cracker. The thought of crushing her skull fuels me every time I hear her laugh.
Tail. I guess we're
Oof.
more like friends?
Again, I think that's a bit harsh, but hey.
I don't make friends with food.
I'll take him hating Yukiko over him hating Teddy. Because a lot of people hate Teddy.
Tail.
And I very
Few
strongly
fragments
disagree.
Like us were deprived of Ignimar's power long
Been alive
ago.
for more than 38 years.
If
That's a
little
space
girl
China
can
thing.
subdue us,
They're
perhaps
long-lived.
It's time for some humility.
Shut your trap.
Though Fury Nox is powerful, we have a chance of suppressing them if we can break them into multiple fragments.
You think he'll like Rise? Excellent.
You have a sound plan, Your Honor. And since the stage is set, allow me to offer my assistance. Let's find somewhere more open first. Like Swallow Song Pavilion, over there.
Let's go.
I don't know what would have happened if I had said no, and I assume I would have taken some kind of break. Oh, it's a domain. Okay. Must include Huoho? Well, I don't have her! You gonna give me a Huoho? You are gonna give me a Huoho. Huoho! Okay. Alright, let's see. Like, I want to try and show off some different teams, but everything we're fighting is weak to lightning, so I guess we keep going with Dippin' Dots. I'll use Luca. I will use Luca instead of Sampo or Gwen. That'll be different. I need to check his gear though. I have to switch his light cone with Sampo's or something. What else do I want? We can do Tingyun. No. They still, like, I don't know what it is, and there seems like there's no reason for it. There is still something about, like, the movement, specifically when it comes to selecting characters, that just feels, like, insanely clunky for the PS5 compared to PC, and even the mobile version. I don't know what it is. I have no idea if it's something they plan on correcting or what, but, like, I don't know. I don't even know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about. I have to ask somebody who's played on both. But, like, for me personally, something's wonky there. You can borrow Sampo's. That's a good one. Starting doing Topaz is just run Clara. Topaz is way too much fun. I would like to do that, but my Topaz still isn't finished getting juiced up. I held off on getting better art relics for her, knowing that a set specifically for, like, follow-up attackers was coming out this patch. So I gotta start farming that. I wanted to start farming it yesterday, but apparently it's in the new area, so I didn't have access to it yet. Oh, she's got the free-to-play icon from the event. Cool, cool. Alright. Should be fine.
You've heard the story of Ignimar and the great Heliobus's glorious fight against the General. They were an entity born of many Heliobi fusing together. But Heliobi are gradually tainted by the emotions and desires of those we possess. We tend to spite each other.
You can hit
and
L2
don't
to go
like
to the beginning of the
fuse
screen. I
together.
didn't notice that. That's cool.
It's like having multiple personalities inside a single head. It leads to infighting.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about
A
that.
powerful Heliobus like Ignimar or Furynox might be able to swallow a lesser
Nothing at all.
Heliobus and placate them for a while.
Nothing
But
at all.
this internal balance is easily broken when exposed to external forces. Just like how we were torn apart and reborn after Ignimar fought the General.
Nothing.
Therefore, this might be the way to defeat Furynox. We can cause them to break apart and reduce their power. Then, the Ten Lords Commission can use their sacred vessels to seal up all of Furynox's fragments. I have a question. Why are you betraying your own kin? Why would you help the Xianzhou when we have sealed you for so long?
Why? Must Heliobi always have a reason for their behavior? Perhaps I don't want Furynox to devour me. Perhaps I dislike idiots who use force and nothing else. Perhaps I wish to fight the General myself. Or maybe I just want to do a favor for the Ten Lords Commission that will ensure I can leave here in one piece.
Steak aficionado. Excellent.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission always keep our promises. If
Chie
you
is
can truly
great.
deal with the problem at hand, I will ask for your freedom from the Ten Lords. However, I cannot guarantee the outcome of the appeal.
How conventional. Fine, I accept. But you better keep your promise, puppet. Me and Furynox were furnace mates.
Oh
I
my
know them
god,
well.
they were furnace
They're
mates.
powerful, but as naive as a child, and obsessed with victory. I only need to say 3 things to incite them.
Klaatu, Barada,
Hey.
Nikto.
I'll need your body for a while longer.
Hello, Pyro Archon. Sorry to speak so much. Oh, you're fine, Sub. No, Sub, that's one of my... Sub, that's still my favorite Persona game. I love hearing people, I love hearing about people experiencing it for the first time. No worries. Oh, fine. Explore later. I get it.
Furynox! Furynox!
It's pronounced Furry Nox.
Before you duel the General, why don't you fight me?
Fight me in real life, brah!
Serious? What makes you worth my time, weakling? I've turned this garden into my territory and made the dogs of the Ten Lords my puppets. As soon as the General arrives, the Heliobi will have a rematch. Why should I fight my own at this crucial moment?
Because I'll call you gay
That
on
group of
Twitter if you don't.
amateurs you've put together? They are nothing.
I was gonna say
compared
that
to
voice
me.
sounded very familiar. Is that Zach?
I have already obtained
Man, he's
the
really
most
getting paid
wonderful
between the
pawn
Ho-Yo
for
games.
myself. A piece that once expelled Fantilia.
Fantilia?
Been here for
Fantilia!
15 minutes with the
I
second series of cutscenes in a
remember.
cup by 50
What
meter
a
runs.
wonderful host!
That's Dario.
I want it.
Eh.
Then send the Spiritfarers under your control to find me. If you can defeat this nameless I'm possessing, then you can swallow me up and let my strength aid you in your fight against the General. What do you say?
Deal. My pawns and I will show you no mercy.
See? Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Does that mean all the Spiritfarers out there have fallen? What a useless army.
Does that
Got
mean we'll be
1 out of
fighting our
95
friends?
drops. Outstanding. Yeah, I haven't touched it yet. I have to.
Do puppets feel empathy?
Had to at
Or
least
do you
start
not
this
wish
story
to
quest,
defeat
as far as
Furynox
I know, to be able to
anymore?
access the place.
We Heliobi
Probably
think of
start
such
farming that
matters
later
as
tonight.
business transactions. As long as something can bring us victory, we will destroy everything.
And finally
Even
actually build my
allies and
topaz,
kin.
hopefully.
Make the decision. Furynox's pawns, your companions, must be destroyed.
John Tucker must die.
Please come over here.
I don't know why I thought of
I need
that.
to give you something.
Got a couple passable ones, but no good ones rational. It is, like, I swear to God, like, I know Relic or Artifact RNG across this in Genshin, like, has never been great. Like, it's always gonna be, like, there are always gonna be times where it feels dire, but, like, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how disheartening it was doing that ×2 drop event, hoping to finally upgrade something, anything on my Seele now that I have her light cone, because I really want to make her better than she has been. Because, like, my Jiggly completely outperforms her now. Like, I wanted so bad to make Seele good, and I think out of all the drops, I got one slightly better crit piece. Slightly better in the sense that my last crit piece didn't even have the other crit stat as a substat. But dear God, it's so dire. It is so fucking dire. One day, girl. One day.
You two, take this before we
That's
fight
what
Fury
for
Knox.
Genuine, nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the follow-up
This
the new
is
follow-up
the
set will be good on
Lunar,
him.
a sacred vessel made by the Artisans.
Shit,
Commission.
goddammit. Gotta
The Ten
replace
Lords
everything.
Commission has made some changes to it to better suppress Heliobi. After you fight the puppets
Like
controlled by
being your
Fury
go-to
Knox,
encyclopedia,
make
you
sure
can finally
seal
keep
their
up with conversations
Heliobi
with your
fragments
friends
in
because you
here.
can't spare 300 gigs for those
Also-
games and barely have time to play. You're welcome. I am happy to play these games so that other people don't have to.
Her time as a judge
I'll look
has
after
been
the girl.
brief. She is still inexperienced. Apart
Oh,
from
crit
that,
rate's great on Sale,
please also have mercy on the
but it's
spirit
not that
bearers
helpful if you
that
don't also
fallen
have some
under
decent
Fury
crit
Knox's
damage to
control.
back it up.
Mr. Chill.
70% crit rate with only 140% crit damage
Please
ain't too
lend me your
good,
strength
all things
too.
considered.
Oh, sounds like someone finally
Yeah, God, I'm
learned
gonna
to
need that
talk
set on a
tough.
lot of people. I'm gonna need the follow-up attack
I would
sets
have
for
believed you if your legs weren't shaking so much.
Topaz, Himiko, Clara. I think that's it.
Don't point that out. It took me a lot of effort to be this brave. All this time I've just
Genuine,
been
duh.
hiding behind Miss Trailblazer. I'm such a bad judge. Madame Straight-E said those possessed by a heliobus can't get possessed again. I'm the only person who can help everyone.
Exactly. You're
Blade and
welcome, by
Kafka.
the way.
I was
So,
a Blade
what are
I
we
don't have,
waiting
so I didn't know
for?
for sure. I
Let's
thought he did
go.
that, but I didn't know. Kafka has a follow-up attack, but I'm not too sure actually, because she is also obviously very heavily
Though
based
I
in
am
damage
of
over time.
Ingenium body, I too am feeling a sliver of fear.
I actually don't know what would be. I'd have to check some of
Straight-E,
the math nerds on that
You're
one
afraid too?
to figure out which one's technically better on
Faced
her.
with a demon that can manipulate life at will.
The follow-up attack one or the
Of course I'm
the dot
afraid.
one.
Afraid that I won't ever work with my sister again.
Only the two pieces good on Clara. Okay, interesting. Calling our character the Traveler in Genshin was fine, but the Trailblazer, did we have a Taco Bell incident to get that nickname, Subby? We're called the Trailblazer because there is a former space god that is now effectively dead and taken on the form of a train that takes in passengers and travels across the galaxy to stop nuclear space bombs from going off on other planets. And that crew collectively is called the Trailblazer. We're just specifically called it because we don't have any other real name besides that. Well, we have a name. You can input your name, obviously, but they'll never say it out loud.
I guess if even you two are afraid, then I feel a little better now.
Let's go. I will find my own way to defeat the pawns possessed by Fury Knox. And before that foolish Heliobus has realized what's happening, I will suppress all of their fragments within the Lunombra Gourd.
So we'll need to activate the evil binding matrix, right?
Once my task is done, I will meet you at the Verdant Terrace and activate the evil binding matrix at its matrix core.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm planning to roll for Blade when he reruns because I'm not too interested in any of the other characters next patch. But I actually don't even know how he works too well. I'll have to read up before I actually get him. Hey, like Ho-Oh is very cute. Still not a big fan. Don't really feel like I need another healer, but she is very cute, and I need to make. I need to warp 37 more times this patch in order to get this. So maybe we'll do some YOLO pulls for her.
If Fury Knox is so powerful, why would they allow themselves to break apart so easily?
The stronger
'Cause she
you
is very
are,
cute.
the more you underestimate your enemies.
She is very, very cute.
Sometimes being weak and humble is the way to survive.
You're gonna cave and finally roll for a dude and get Argenti? I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. You don't gotta be one of those guys who's like, I only want to roll for girls.
Those are... Help me, Mr. Tail!
The recommended element
What
list
happened
lied
to
to me!
talking tough?
Well, kind of. They're physical still, but eh. Okay, well, I have not done her trial yet. What do you do? You want the new 4-star? Oh, Hanya, yeah. I'm not too interested in her based on what we've seen in the story thus far. She just seems kind of stock, like most people from Space China.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Don't get cocky.
Seize the moment. Yeah,
You're getting Argentian Hanya plot. Nice, nice.
Stand still.
Yeah, like I said, like I know I'm the one crying about wanting a new husbando, but just again, something about Argenti's design. Just doesn't do anything for me. I guess he's just too pretty. I think he's too pretty rather than too
been sealed in the gourd.
I don't know.
Thank the Arbiter.
I don't know what you'd call my taste in hubbies, other than trash. Fucking Sampo over there. Posture check. Yeah, no judgment on anybody who goes for him, obviously. Just, don't think he's my cup of tea. And if he's fun to use, obviously, then that's bonus points, but... Space Grease? We very well might at some point, judging by Dr. Ratio's design. For the record, Dr. Ratio, his actual model looks okay. He looks a lot better than I thought he would. But his name is still Dr. Ratio. So, no. I don't think I want that in my life. I don't know, man. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't want Kurama on my team. I'm more of a Hiei girl, personally. Who am I kidding? I'm more of a Kuwabara girl.
Take your paper dolls out quickly. Do you remember the incantation?
Paper to might, carry this fight. Talisman of strength, evoke this fight.
You don't know either of them's secret. I'll find an excuse for us to watch Yu Yu Hakusho at some point, I'm sure.
Step out of it. Where's the applause? Let's see some
That or if
sparks
that
fly.
remake rumor turns out to be real. Probably watch that weekly or something. Oh, let me slow down so I can watch this properly. Let's see. What do you do?
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Oh, God! I hunger. What did that do? That didn't heal. Is her ult just a buff?
Chill out.
I knew she also had like some like utility besides just healing. But, like, what did that actually do? I didn't notice. He's a large boy. No, we will not let you go. Let me go. We will not. No, we will not let you go. Let me go.
Let's go and meet up with Madame Shrey.
Big attack buff and oh, yo, that's very good. Oh shit. Okay, it's like Tingyun. So she's like Tingyun, but also a healer. Yeah, that's busted. Yeah, okay. I immediately understand why some people were saying she's better than Locha. Despite not actually watching any of the videos, like talking about like the actual mechanic circuit kit or whatnot. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, five-star Tingyun with a heal. Yeah, that's very good. How many pulls do I have? I don't know if that's enough for 30 or not. I can't math right now. I don't think that's quite enough.
It's Madame Shrey and Miss Gwaynithan.
And a bunch of dead people.
She's all right.
Oh shit! Ah, I was trying to wait. The alt cost is 140. Oh shit!
You're okay.
But does she debuff? I would assume not.
I have defeated all the Spiritfarers controlled by Furynox. It was quite troublesome taking them down without doing any harm. How goes your task?
We're doing well. We've sealed most of Furynox's
We
fragments.
desperately need some better debuffers in the game.
Now, we shall seal the fragments absorbed by the Lunombra Gourd into the evil binding matrix. Once Furynox's power has been stripped, it will no longer be able to influence reality in Fixtual Garden.
Yeah, I was gonna say Locha is probably actually still a better healer because he's got that auto heal and can heal very easily without even using skill points. But like if she's got that much offensive support, then you might not even need to heal. But that energy, that alt cost is high though. I feel like you'd almost still have to. I feel like even though she's 5-star Tingyun, you'd almost have to run her with Tingyun still.
This gourd is so pretty! Is this what they call a sacred vessel on the Xianzhou?
Miss Guinevere, please be careful. You might feel dizzy if you get too close to the Matrix.
It's okay.
Top 10 Blue
it's
Rangers from Watch
okay.
Mojo. Theo at 10 and Sky at 1.
This is my first time seeing the 10 Lords Commission's exercising tools up close.
What? Get her away
I was gonna
from her.
say, is she also possessed? Oh shit. Well. They really They really couldn't make a fainting animation. Really? Really? Oh yo. Oh yo. Naughty.
Take us to restore Ignimar's glory together.
Oh no, the cookie jar! Best healers. Locha, Ho-Oh, Lynx, Natasha, and Bailu.
For helping me clear so many obstacles.
Bailu dead
and
last.
collect so many Heliobus fragments.
Well,
I told you I'd leave your body, little pawn.
should have told me not to trust Cirrus. It's fine, Phoenix. One, that would have been a spoiler. Two, don't worry, I never trusted her in the first place. I never trusted anyone from the start. Stabs.
They're stealing the power of the other Heliobi.
With this strength, I will be undefeatable.
Like, she was at first talking about wanting to eat us and then try to play nice. Of course I wasn't gonna trust that shit.
Shall we?
Well... Cirrus cannot be selected or directly attacked. When any other enemy targets have been eliminated, she will lose HP. Or Cirrus will lose HP. I guess we don't really know if it's a girl. It sounds like a girl, but who knows? Uses their ability Rapid Gambit. All enemies will take action. Okay. Oh, she's got the Bronya. She's got the Bronya strap.
Time to suffer.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one.
You want Cirrus as a pet? That'd be cool.
We're in trouble now.
We've got trouble.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Protect me, protect me.
The punches decide. Don't get cocky.
Good times, never time to say bye.
I feel like that'll definitely be a feature of this game at some point because, like, I didn't talk about it at all. But that I don't know what it was exactly. It was some kind of like interview or like dev Q&A thing that came out a while back regarding a bunch of stuff being added in patch 1.6, I think. And like, dear God.
Time to suffer.
Like, I
Stay put.
You and me both. I shouldn't have brought Tingyun. She's made of paper mache. Yeah, this is why, like, the only reason I would fight for Bailu being a better healer than Natasha still slightly is her revive, and only because of units like Tingyun. Tingyun is made of goddamn paper mache. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to keep her alive in the higher memory of chaos floors. I pretty much have to bring like a Bailu as the healer instead of whoever I was planning on using just to be able to deal with her.
Give me strength.
But yeah, they're adding a shit ton of good stuff. It is insane.
This demon is quite troublesome.
Mad that she can't heal with her special.
Is everyone
mean, it's complicated because it is already very overpowered with what it does.
Before we manage to weaken it.
Tingyun's also on crack.
Chance, puppet.
But at the same time, her main role is still supposed to be a healer.
There's a
And that energy
balance
cost
when
is very
hero
high.
life fused together. You know what to do, don't you, Hua? But what? Aren't you gonna be living the life you've always wanted once I'm gone?
These pawns are no fun. Why don't you join in too, huh? I struggle being my subject.
Well,
If you can't win, you just cheat.
Useless! Get yourself together! Huh?
Just won't die! We can't beat them!
Not so fast! You've got me, haven't you? See you on the other side.
I'll be back.
You wretch! What are you doing? Get out! Get out!
Well, Shuei. I literally have no strong feelings on this character whatsoever. Oh my god, she's out of my party. Oh no! Oh, you dicks.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Nice knowing you, Tingyun. The other three will be able to last a little bit.
Never last. Time to say
They're
bye.
fine.
Boom.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits.
They're just gonna kill Tingyun. At some point, something will hit her and she'll just crumble into dust.
Relax. Time to say bye.
Damage.
Boom.
Get out!
Get out of my head. Get out of my head!
Why don't you try swallowing me, too?
Giggity?
Are you insane? Why are you helping humans?
Why? You need a reason? How about this one?
Go
I'd
fuck
rather
yourself.
help a human than a conniving simpleton like you.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain! Talismans on my...
Oh, okay, all right. She's still an assist. Okay, thank God. Oh, I wasn't trying to.
The punches decide. Don't get cocky.
Oh my God, her yelling. Jesus Christ.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Suppress.
Kidney punch!
That all you got?
Time to suffer.
Good times. Never time to say bye.
Damage.
Boom.
Unscathed.
Very, very good voice acting work this match. There she goes!
A mere pawn.
Stand still.
I won't let Mr. Tail...
This is why you need Blady. I'm gonna try for him.
Time to say
I can't do nothing but try for him when he reruns. I was busy prioritizing. Kafka was more important. I mainly wanted Kafka because because she works so well with Sampo. I consider myself a Sampo connoisseur, and she makes him infinitely better. Yeah, no, I know he's rerunning next patch. Yeah, we're gonna try. I would rather have him than Dr. Ratio, because his name is Dr. Ratio. And I have no interest in Renmei. Aww. Yeah, no, like even with strong healers, like she can just get one shot sometimes if you fuck up the turn order. It's awful. Like it's not like it's a trade-off for how broken her stuff is. But dear God. Like she is dead ass just made of paper mache. Oh, optional stuff. Yep, you're right. Where are they? Oh, no, this isn't Genshin. I can't future sight them or whatever.
The one possessing Huohua seems to have disappeared. I don't know if I should be
I was gonna say, yeah,
happy or
Bailu's
sad.
got her own drawbacks, though. Like, it's
Never
literally
mind.
just if you're
I've
running
never been
Tingyun or
good at
somebody who
figuring out
dies really
emotions.
easily. That's the only situation
Thank
she's
you
better than
for
certain
your
other healers.
assistance, Nameless. Reinforcements from the Ten Lords Commission will be here soon, and Gweniphin will be sent to
Blade
an
is the
apology.
word of the day. I think that Blade Lovebot simply really likes Blade. It is kind of LARPing, which they're fine. They ain't hurting no one. You're a weird doll robot thing. You broken?
It is only an artificial Ingenium body. I can swap into another one easily. Do not worry. Hanya returned to the Ten Lords Commission after you left. She's coming with the reinforcements as we speak. No, the demon lives on. They even possessed a young Spiritfarer under my command. As Starfire essences, the Heliobi will never die.
Oh, you
The
referred to that
records in
little
the Ten
Crevo
Lords
thing. Yeah,
Commission's
fair enough.
evil-binding tomes were all real. Cirrus lost most of their power and poses no danger for the time being. But they will remain a threat for as long as they exist. Thankfully, the Ten Lords Commission had prepared other sacred vessels to suppress the Heliobi.
No, believe me, I
We will
know. I
construct
don't
a
use her
matrix
that much.
all over this abandoned
I am well
garden
aware
and
of the
seal
the drawbacks of
Heliobi
Bailu.
within. The Sanzhou will live
I'm
to
not
see
just
another
coping because I have her at C1
We
against
can
my
leave
wishes.
the rest to the Ten Lords Commission from here.
Like, she
Even
is
I
still
feel
useful in
like I
certain
need a rest.
situations. And that's all. Talk with Cirrus. Here?
Don't even think about sealing me in the Matrix!
I hate Keanu Reeves!
You wretched fools! Tail, the judges, you, one day.
One of these days, Tail. One of these days!
One day, sooner or later, I'll tear you all to pieces. I'll crunch your bones to dust, sap every drop of your strength, and spit you out into the dirt where you belong.
I'll cut your kneecaps open, pour some honey inside, and pour fire ants inside the open wound.
Already forgetting me?
You want a hug?
Ugh, your human tongues are no less poisonous than ours.
I was gonna say, I don't know who voiced Cirrus, but they did a great job.
Kid? As a Spiritfarer, he's already experienced more than you could in a lifetime. For as long as I'm sealed in the Matrix, I will inhabit this body. The judges can stake as many talismans and pour as much enchanted water on this flesh as they'd like. I don't care. As long as they want to save their own, I still have a bargaining chip. There are many, little pawn. I will exist forever.
I will never
I've
be
lived
a
for
member.
countless years. I existed before the Alliance was even an idea. And once the Alliance is turned to dust, I will continue to exist for countless more Amber eras. I can wait. I'll wait for humans to let their guard down. I'll wait till the Matrix drawn over Fictional Garden collapses. Time and opportunity will always be on my side. We will
Bye.
meet again. I wasn't the only heliobus to escape when the creation furnace was destroyed. There are more of us than the mere few in Fictional Garden. Where are they now? And what will they do to the Luofu?
And will I care? Probably not,
I
because
look
it's Space
forward
China.
to seeing how the Ten
This place
Lords
can burn,
Commission responds
besides
in
for
the
like
coming
4
days.
characters. 4. Let me think. let me think. Gwen, Sushang, Ho-Ho now, she's fine. And, Yanqing. Yanqing actually feels alive. We can keep those.
Tail.
I was gonna say, that went by very fast. I'm not sure what the hell the rest of this event is about. If there even is any story to it.
Tail distracted Cirrus. He helped us so much. But now he's gone. I can't sense him anywhere. He's gone. It was because of him that I ended up in this terrible job. And I've thought so much about how much better my life would be if I never met him. But now that he's actually
Oh, Bailu,
gone,
shit. I forgot. I forgot.
feel
Bailu can
so
stay. Bailu's cool. 5.
empty inside. I
Bailu's
really
cool.
am useless. I've been looking forward to this day for so long, and now that it's here, I don't feel happy at all.
Oh. I mean, if they don't die that easily, if this one's still alive, surely he's fine.
Wait, you're right. Madame Straighty said that Heliobi are eternal.
No wonder Ryan has
things
to
that will
speedrun. I
never
mean, I
burn
didn't know.
away.
I didn't know it was gonna go by that
Mr.
fast.
Tail, he must still be out there somewhere. Don't worry, Miss Trailblazer. I'm okay. I need to pull myself together and finish the job. Oh, the Ten Lords Commission contacted Miss Guinaifin's friend, Miss Sushang. I can't leave my post, so, could you let Miss Sushang know what happened? She'll be relieved.
Is this not the event? Is this just like a prerequisite quest I had to do for the event or something? Uh-oh. Stop doing that. I have no idea why the PlayStation version constantly feels the need to, like, have an exclamation mark for that map. As far as I can tell, that map is literally useless, and there's never anything to do, like, there's no function on there whatsoever, other than it looking cool. That's why you mentioned it? Yeah, I saw that after Ken initially just said yeah, you can, there's no time gating. And if there is no time gating, that's great, but yeah, no, nonetheless. If I have to go through all this rigmarole first, then I don't know how long it's going to be. We might not be able to get this done in one stream. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. We couldn't get the Pokemon one done in one night either. It's fine.
Little Gwei kinda gave me an outline of what happened in the apothecary. Can you tell me more?
Want to look at your blade? Sure, if you got a screen cap.
Telling me everything. I didn't think things would get so out of hand.
Or if you want to add me to your friend list. I know you posted your friend code a while ago.
Help you if I were there too, and maybe Little Gwei
didn't want to stop in the middle of the quest to have to type it in.
Oh, you don't need to worry about Little Gwei. She won't be able to sit still even in a sick ward. I'm sure she'll come find you again in no time.
If you want to add me, my UID's on screen.
I'm heading to the apothecary to check up on her. Catch you later.
Okay. What? That's it? She didn't even actually get her tail back. What the fuck? Okay. And now the quest is done, and now I assume this is like just like curve tails, dovetails into the event or whatever. You all right there? You got possessed by a thought. Just some shock and bruises. Hanya invited us for a meeting. You want again? Sure. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see. Oh, there's the new domain. Ha ha ha. One second. We're gonna go the long way. I did Jingli's companion quest. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life made me actively despise the character.
Am I saying things?
You're under arrest.
Your game's still updating, Luna. Oh my god. There's the new domain. All right, let's see. How long have I been recording? 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, especially because I'm going on vacation next week. Vacation, like, once again, literally like 5 days for, what's it called? Want to take a look now? Oh, at your blade? Yeah, sure, I can do that too real quick. 1 second, though. All right, yeah, just for the purpose of YouTube and having some uploads to put up, getting a little bit of a backlog going while I am gonna be away for Thanksgiving or whatever. I guess I'll end the video here for YouTube. I'm gonna keep streaming. I am gonna keep streaming. I'm just gonna break up the recording since that was technically not part of the event. I might regret this because it seems like it's gonna lead directly into the event since we had to do this first. And we haven't resolved everything, like getting her tail back, but hey, it's fine. People tend to like shorter videos, so whatever. All right, for the purpose of YouTube, thank you all for watching. Special thanks to Fusion, Ninja, Go-Kart to your patrons, Vroom Vroom. If you want to help support getting Whoa some chicken nuggies and a McFlurry, check out links in the description. Love you guys. Bye-bye.